All right, so let's start with the big story that we are tracking on WION at this hour, where India and China have engaged in a standoff for over a month now. So let's tell you some of the details as to why this is so and what's in at stake for both India and China. Now, India and China share a 3,488-kilometer long international border, which remains highly contested. The border is undemarcated in several places and is mostly what is described as a perceived line of control between India and China. Now, both nations have agreed to a line of actual control to keep peace. The line of actual control sets the boundaries till where forces on both sides can actually patrol. Now, the center of this particular controversy is the line of actual control in the western sector of India and China. The two major flashpoints of the conflict are in the Galwan Valley and the Pangong Lake. Now, both of these regions are located right at the edge of the line of actual control. So let's first focus on the Galwan Valley. The valley sits between the steep mountains that are located besides the Galwan River. The river has its origins in Indo-China, which is on the Chinese side of the line of actual control. The Galwan River flows west and then joins the Shok River. Until now, the accepted notion was that while most parts of the Galwan River are located in the Chinese-controlled territory, its western tip and confluence point with the Shok River lies on the Indian side. Now, going by this acceptance, the Galwan Valley quite clearly falls in the Indian-controlled region, and never before in the past has there ever been any dispute of China claiming sovereignty over Galwan Valley as it is presently doing. Indian forces till now have patrolled until what is described as patrol point 14. The point offers a direct access to the Indo-China. In a statement that was issued on the 16th of June, China, for the first time ever, has now laid claim sovereignty over the entire Galwan Valley. The question, of course, is why and why now? Now, according to many analysts, it is being said that China is bothered by India building up its infrastructure in the Galwan sector. Now, India has built up the 224-kilometer long Darbuk-Shok Daulat Beg Oldie Road. The road gives an easier access to Daulat Beg Oldie, the northernmost corner of the Indian territory in Ladakh. It also houses India's highest landing strip along with this major road. India has also built a network of feeder roads as well. And all these roads have made India's access to Indo-China easier, and China is quite obviously feeling anxious. Now remember, the 37,000 square kilometer land of Indo-China was illegally captured by the Chinese in the war of 1962. And India claims the entire of the Indo-China as a part of its territory. Now, the Chinese have even laid claims on the whole of Galwan Valley right now, claims which India has termed as unacceptable and untenable. Now, to the southeast of the Galwan Valley lies the Pangong Lake. This is the second flashpoint in the standoff. The line of actual control passes right across the lake, which lies in the west-east axis, though India and China perceive it to be differently. Now, towards the northern end of the lake lie the 8 mountain ridges, usually referred to as the fingers. Now, these are described as 8 fingers lying one after the other. The issue here is about the claims of these mountain ridges or fingers. India lays claim until finger 8, it patrolled until finger 8, while China says that it lays claim until finger 2. Before the standoff, the Indian troops patrolled until at least finger 4. But now the Chinese forces have established camps at finger 4 of the mountain ridges, cutting off Indian patrols to within finger 4. This step by the Chinese undermines India's claims of patrolling until finger 8. Now, India has lodged a strong protest with the Chinese. The government has said that China is unilaterally trying to change the status quo and has called this as simply unacceptable.